Bruce, you've mentioned puck recovery. Is there anything else, or is it just the consistency of that you think has contributed to the difference in power play numbers from last season to this season, even with some injuries to personnel?
No, I mean, obviously execution. The guys got to finish plays and make plays. We'll look at the changes. Like Pav is a natural shooter on the elbow. He knows when it rotates over there, he wants to shoot it. I'm not sure we had that in the past. The guy that wanted to shoot, it was more, okay, I might make another play. So you're getting more, like the goal the other night. It started with a shot from Pav. We recover a puck and then we spread him out. Then we get it to the net front. And Hurdle is a big guy in front. So having that big body consistently in front in the bumper position has helped us as well. So I just think it's a bit about personnel as well. The guys are comfortable in their spots. I said that at the start here with the Olsen there where Pav is. He likes shooting. He likes that spot. Hurdle likes the bumper. So Stoney's always been a great goal line guy. We had to move him in the bumper last year because we were having some issues there. So now people are where there's, I think, their best positions. So that, to me, was the first thing I thought. They're going to be where they like to be and where they excel. Then, yes, puck recovery, second effort, starting with the puck face-off, although I think, we were good in the middle of the ice there last year too, but Hurdle is very good at that. So that's what I think is a combination of, but certainly puck recovery has definitely contributed to it.
I know some of the guys have played preseason games here, but what's it like to come in and play in a new building?
I guess we'll find out tonight, right? It'll be once there's people in here and the energy's going, and we'll find out, but I think everyone's a little excited. It's a new venue. So hopefully we get our first win in the new venue.
Is there anything about the building that you have to adjust for, like you saw this morning skate, being it's a new building, anything that's different?
I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, no. Ice is sometimes slower, faster, depending on what rink you are, weather outside, how cold it is inside. We'll see that tonight, but no, I didn't see much.
Pros and cons to 11-7. You think?
Well, we'll see where Corsi ends up playing. So he may play forward. So then it wouldn't be 11-7. So we'd be right back to normal. If he was playing D, I think it's Johnny managing the D, the extra guy. How do you fit him into the rotation? It's always a challenge, especially if you get into a rhythm. The pros of having an extra D if someone were to get hurt or extended time in the box, you're not down in it's one position you don't want to lose a lot of guys. You can lose one, get to 5D, get a few more minutes, but after that can get dicey. So forward advantage is they get an extra turn in the rotation. You can always find a few more minutes for guys like Coley and Schwinn that play those straight line games. If need be, they'd be, I'm sure, open to that. There's usually players aren't asking you to play less, so that's the advantage on the forward side if we plays D.
And if he is a forward, what's the biggest adjustment?
Well, everything. So,
yeah, how would you? We're talking to our viewers about what that's like.
Well, listen, this is a bit of it. Listen, it's the dad's trip too. It's a way to get in the lineup. We want to accommodate everybody, and listen, the objective to put your best lineup out there and win. Of course, he's played well for us. He practiced a bit up front. Huddy's practiced a bit up front. So, it's still hockey, but at the end of the day, we know. That he hasn't played there, so we're not going to grade him out on that. But sometimes learning that, you play that position could help you go back to your old position. Now I know what wingers feel like getting pucks around the boards, why we ask them to take the extra stride to tape, why we ask our forwards to work back for the D so that they can go tape to tape. So all of a sudden now you live that as a forward, forechecking, right? Now you're a forward. If the D don't put the puck in good spots when they dump it in, then you're like, well, give me a chance to go get it. Don't always shoot it to the goalie. So there's a little bit of a learning curve that you can take from that when you walk in their pair of shoes, so to speak. So there's a little bit of that goes into it.
Is there about McNabb being re-signed for 3 years? What has he been meant to the team, and to have him here for at least
he's a glue guy. We've all talked about his leadership, quietly goes about his business every day. He's been a guy that's been able to stay predominantly healthy. He's made his partners better. Everybody he plays with, Theo, Whitey, Corsi, I think he's done a good job with. He's like a big brother out there, and he can play. He can play, moves pucks. Offensive numbers aren't where they were yet this year, but I believe they'll get there. So he's a guy that adds some offense, very valuable on the kill. He's a good all-around player that you win with. He's a guy that you can win with.
Take out of the Utah game a couple weeks ago that you could bring in?
Well, I thought we controlled the play for the most part. I think when we broke down, they took advantage of it. So make sure that they're not a high volume offensive generation team, but they will make you pay if you're disrespectful and not careful. I think they're in the zone. They like to make the extra pass. They've got some skill guys that are looking for that east-west play, so we got to be mindful of that we don't sell out. Make sure we just do our job if there is a breakdown. Young D, but they're active. I think they're playing well, but by the same time, you can expose them in D-zone coverages if you're down their end enough. I think we're seeing the other goaltender, so we played great against Carolina. We haven't seen him in a bit, so we'll have to wait and see there.